Adam Sandler's Waterboy meets Halloween. That's Hubie Halloween. And it's Adam Sandler. So Adam Sandler is back at it again, doing his Netflix movies, fresh off of not getting an Oscar nomination for Uncut Gems. This is not the movie that he promised that's going to be so terrible because he didn't get nominated. This was made a while ago. So he plays Hubie Dubois, who is basically Waterboy. He's the exact same character. He do his little talking like this. It's that guy. He patrols the town of Salem every single year on Halloween to make sure everything's going safe. And somebody escapes from the mental institution and tries to terrorize the town. No one believes Adam Sandler, so he has to save the day. You know exactly what you're getting into. It is him and his friends just goofing off. It seems like it was written in a weekend and filmed on his vacation, just like every other Adam Sandler movie that isn't, Uncut Gems or Punch Drunk Love or a Judd Apatow movie. Personally, I am not a fan of Adam Sandler movies. Everyone talks about how, in the 90s, he was hilarious, which he was. His characters were making fun of characters almost on SNL, like SNL characters in general. And then he made 3 movies that everyone loves. But since then, he's just been kind of messing with his friends, which is fine. These movies are ridiculously popular for a reason, because they're enjoyable to watch, to half pay attention to. That's exactly what Hubie Halloween is. The most fun you'll get out of this movie is waiting for the scene to end so you can see his next friend that's going to have a cameo. This movie is stacked. We got Adam Sandler. Ray Liotta is in here. Shaquille O'Neal. Tim Meadows. Maya Rudolph. Kenan Thompson. Of course, Rob Schneider. The jokes are exactly what you would expect. He falls on his face. I counted 5 times. He falls violently 5 times. There's a couple fart jokes. There's a couple pee jokes. There's a couple poop jokes. That sounds like a song. I said that sing-songy. I have a theory that I will probably write a book on when I'm rich and famous. I call it the baseball average comedy. I talked about it before in some review. I don't remember what it is. But a good baseball average is around 250 or 25% of the time. And in a comedy, if the jokes land more than 25% of the time, I think it's worth it. A lot of Family Guy episodes are like that, where most of it's garbage, but there's always 2 jokes that are amazing. This does not have that. This is a terrible baseball average. This is 1. It's 100. The first 90 seconds of this movie, it's Ben Stiller. It's Ben Stiller as his character from Happy Gilmore. I was immediately like, oh, is this in a universe or something? And then 2 minutes later, there's a kid whose last name is O'Doyle, and he says O'Doyle rules. I'm like, is this, are we in a Adam Sandler universe right now? That was the only 2 times. And then there's a great joke where everyone's dressed as Harley Quinn. There's 15 people that are dressed as Harley Quinn. That's pretty funny. His thermos has a ridiculous amount of gadgets. That's kind of funny. And then I'm not going to ruin it because it's much further in the movie. I'll ruin Ben Stiller in it because it's the first thing you see. But Shaquille O'Neal in this movie, it was the one genuine, it's hilarious. It's Adam Sandler making a lot of goofy faces with his goofy friends, but they're having fun with it. They always have fun with their movies. That's the main, that's what makes him so popular, is he's clearly enjoying what he's doing sometimes. If you're an Adam Sandler fan, I'm not going to convince you. I'm not going to convince anyone to not see or see this movie. You've made up your mind because everyone has their own opinion on Adam Sandler. Hubie Halloween, I give 4 thermoses out of 10. It's kind of fun, I guess, because they're enjoying themselves, but almost none of the jokes land. Adam Sandler knows what he's doing. You know what you're doing while watching it. I will say there's a lot less product placement in this movie. I think it was 2 candy bars, and that's it. Usually his movies are filled with AutoZone and all the stuff. I'm just looking forward to when Adam Sandler promises his coveted worst movie of all time. Can't wait.